Have you ever looked at a gaming PC with all its flashy lights and complex parts and wondered, how does all that stuff actually work together? It seems like magic, right? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain and going on an epic adventure inside your computer. We're going to build a PC from the ground up, piece by piece. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll see it's less like magic and more like building with superpowered legend. So grab your curiosity and let's dive in. Our journey begins with the foundation of any great civilization, or in our case, any great PC, the motherboard. Think of the motherboard as the central city of our computer world. It's a massive circuit board with roads, highways, and building plots for all our other components. It's the master connector, the hub that everything plugs into. Without it, all our powerful parts would just be expensive Every component has a specific home on this board, designed to let them talk to each other. Now, every city needs a leader, a brilliant mind making all the big decisions. In our PC city, that's the central processing unit, or CPU. The CPU is the brain of the operation. It's a small, square chip that performs billions of calculations every single second. It tells every other part what to do and when to do it. We place this powerful brain into a special socket on the motherboard. It's a delicate operation. You gently lower it in, secure it with a small lever, and just like that, our city has its leader. But a great leader can't hold all the city's information in their head at once. They need a short-term memory, a scratchpad, for immediate tasks. That's where RAM, or random access memory, comes in. RAM is like the CPU's personal assistant, holding on to all the data for the programs and files you're currently using. When you open a game or a web browser, that data is loaded into the RAM for quick access. RAM comes in sticks that we slot into long channels on the motherboard, right next to the CPU. The more RAM you have, the more things your computer can juggle at once without slowing down. It's like giving our CPU as assistant a bigger desk to work on. So, we have a city, a leader, and a short-term memory. But what about long-term storage? Where do we keep all our games, photos, and that massive collection of cat videos? That's the job of the storage drive. This is our city's grand library and archive. Traditionally, we had hard disk drives, or HDDs, which use spinning platters to store data. They're like old-school vinyl records. But today, most PCs use solid-state drives, or SSDs. These are lightning fast, because they have no moving parts. They use flash memory, like a giant USB stick. We connect our SSD to the motherboard with a special cable called a SATA cable for power and data. Or for the really fast ones, we can plug them directly into an M2 slot on the motherboard itself. This M2 slot is like an express lane, straight to the CPU. Now, for the fun part, the component that makes games look so breathtakingly beautiful, the graphics card, or GPU. If the CPU is the brain, the GPU is the artistic soul of our PC. Its entire job is to take data from the CPU and turn it into the images you see on your screen. It's a specialized powerhouse designed for one thing: rendering graphics. For any serious gamer or content creator, this is one of the most important parts. The graphics card is a huge circuit board of its own, with its own processors and memory. We install it into a long slot on the motherboard called the PCIe slot. It's the super array for graphics data, allowing the GPU to communicate with the CPU at incredible speeds. Okay, our city is taking shape. We have a brain, memory, storage, and an artist. But none of this works without power. We need an energy source. Enter the power supply unit, or PSU. The PSU is the power plant of our PC city. It takes the electricity from your wall outlet and converts it into the precise voltages our delicate components need. It's a metal box with a whole bunch of cables coming out of it. These cables are like the power lines that run throughout our city. There's a massive 24-pin cable that plugs into the motherboard, giving life to the whole board. Another cable goes directly to the CPU to feed our hungry brain and our powerful graphics card. It needs its own dedicated power cables. Even our storage drives need a slice of the power. Connecting the PSU is like turning on the lights in our entire city. Our city is built, and the power is on. But right now, it's like a city on a hot summer day with no air conditioning. Our components, especially the CPU and GPU, generate a lot of heat when they're working hard. If they get too hot, they'll slow down or even shut off to protect themselves. This is called thermal throttling. To prevent this, we need a cooling system. For the CPU, we mount a cooler directly on top of it. This is usually a combination of a heatsink, which is a block of metal with many fins, and a fan. The heatsink draws heat away from the CPU, and the fan blows that heat away. For even better performance, some people use liquid cooling, which works like a car's radiator, using liquid to transfer heat away from the CPU to a radiator where it is cooled by fans. The same principles apply to the GPU, which comes with its own built-in cooling system of heat sinks and fans. Proper airflow is key. Finally, our magnificent city of components needs a home. We can't just leave them sitting on a desk. We need a PC case. The case is the chassis, the building that houses and protects all our precious parts. It's not just a box. It provides structure, protects from dust, and most importantly, it's designed to manage airflow. We install case fans to create a wind tunnel, pulling cool air in from the front or bottom and exhausting hot air out the back or top. This ensures a constant flow of fresh, cool air over all our components, keeping everything running smoothly. We carefully mount our motherboard inside, screw in our power supply, slot in our drives and graphics card, and then comes the art of cable management, tidying up all those power and data cables so they do UNT block airflow and look clean. And there you have it. We've journeyed from a bare motherboard to a fully assembled, living, breathing PC. The motherboard acts as the central hub. The CPU is the brain, making decisions. RAM is the short-term memory for active tasks. The storage drive is the long-term library. The GPU is the artist, creating the visuals. The PSU is the power plant, energizing everything. And the case and coolers are the infrastructure that keeps it all safe and running at peak performance. Every part has a purpose, and they're all interconnected through the intricate pathways on the motherboard, communicating with each other thousands of times a second to bring your games, your work, and your creativity to life. It's a beautiful symphony of technology. Next time you power on your computer, take a moment to appreciate the incredible city working tirelessly inside that case. It's not magic, it's a masterpiece of engineering that you now understand. Building a PC is an amazing experience, and I hope this journey has demystified the process for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech adventures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.